What if I told you that a calculation taking your wave app 10,000 years to complete could be solved in 200 seconds? Yes, that's not a science fiction. That's quantum computing. And it's about to revolutionize how we build the web. Hi, I'm Tridip and I have been building web application for 15 years. And I have seen us go from dial-up to fiber, from static HTML to dynamic React apps. But nothing, and I mean nothing, has potential to change our industry like quantum computing. So, what is quantum computing? Unlike the laptop we know today, which is use bits, simple zeros and ones, quantum computer run on qubits. That means you can use 0, 1 and both at the same times. Thanks to the quantum mechanics. It's like flipping a coin that lands on heads, tails and spinning on the midair, all at once. This superpower lets quantum computers juggle countless calculations in parallel, leaving classical computers in dust. Think of it like this: if classical computers is like reading a book page by page, quantum computing is like reading every possible combination of the pages simultaneously. Let's start with security. Every password, every SSL certificate, every encrypted transactions on your website relies on mathematical problems that are hard for classical computers to solve. But quantum computers, they could crack RSA encryption in hours. That means every logging system, every payment processors, every security API you have ever built could become vulnerable overnight. But here's the twist. Quantum computing is also give us quantum cryptography. Imagine encryption that's physically impossible to break, where any attempt to interrupt, the data actually change it. Remember, complex database queries taking a long time to finish. Quantum algorithms like Grover's algorithm can search unsorted databases quadratically faster than classical methods. What does this mean for your web apps? Instant search across the massive datasets, real-time analytics on billions of records. Recommendation engines are actually understand user behaviors instead of just guessing. Imagine building a web apps where every search queries, every data filters, every join operations happen in milliseconds, regardless of data sizes. Here things get really exciting. The quantum machine learning. Training AI models actually require massive server farms and weeks of computation. Quantum computers can train these models exponentially faster. We are talking about AI that can process natural language, recognize patterns, and make predictions in real time within your web app. Your user could have conversations with AI assistants that understand context perfectly, get personalized content that actually makes sense, and interact with applications that adapt to their behavior instantly. Every web developer has faced optimization problems, load balancing across servers, routing user requests, and managing resources efficiently. Quantum computing excels at this optimization challenge. Imagine serial networks that automatically recognize for optimal performance, or web applications that perfectly distribute load across the global servers in real time. So, what does mean for you as a web developer? Companies like IBM, Google are offering quantum computing service through the cloud. You don't need to buy a quantum computer. You can access through APIs, just like you use AWS or Azure today. Second, the learning curve. You will need to understand quantum algorithms, but frameworks like Qiskit, Cirq, and Amazon Brackets are making quantum programming accessible to web developers. Third, the hybrid approach. Most applications will combine classical and quantum computing using quantum processors for specific tasks while classical systems handle the rest. Quantum revolution isn't coming, it's here. Companies like Volkswagen are already using quantum computing for traffic optimization. Financial firms are developing quantum-resistant security systems. The developers who start quantum computing now will be the ones building the next generation of web applications. They will solve problems that we can't imagine today. So here is my challenge to you. Pick one quantum computing concept this week. Maybe it's a quantum key distribution for security or quantum machine learning for AI features. Start small, but start now. Because in 5 years, when your computer are still waiting for databases to load, you are building application that seems impossible today.